All right, lads, welcome back to me podcast, Cheaper Than Therapy. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, sending abuse, death threats. I appreciate all the support as I struggle to put out 3 episodes a week for you during this horrific time. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all safe and clean. Speaking of safe and clean, on the line, my buddy, Mr. Mike Calcagno. All right, mate, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm glad you got my death threat.
Yeah. Yeah, the people wanted it. The people wanted to hear more of Mike Calcagno.
They should bring stoning back. How would you? Is the guillotine still? Can you still?
No, it's gone. You can't do any of that shit. You can't do any of this stuff.
They got rid of everything, man. You can't. Everything's online now. I don't know.
All the good stuff. I think every generation throughout history had its, and I wrote a joke. I don't think I've ever did it on stage. I may have done it on this months ago. But like when did murder become like illegal? Do you know what I mean? Like when did that stop?
Yeah, so the next day after.
Right. Like what was that? Like who complained? Like what fucking lefty hippie just you shouldn't do that. Like who ruined it for everybody?
So it was a white woman, a white lady with Starbucks. I'm thinking of like day 2 though, where it's like, what do you mean? I can't murder this guy?
Yeah, I know. It was I think it was like smoking in bars, right? It took about a month to I'm fucking doing it. I don't give a shit. I'm doing it. Fuck, they're not gonna tell me what to do.
There's a murder section, non-murder section.
Can you imagine that? That'd be great. Oh, you're fucking lucky we're sitting over here, honey. Because if we were over there, that's fucking funny, man.
That is
I like
funny.
that.
That's a funny sketch.
Yeah, it is. Since you won't do sketches anymore because you're afraid to leave your fucking house.
I am, man. I really am. I mean, I live with 2 elderly people. They're downstairs, but they're in the cage. But I don't know.
Yeah.
If they get fucking sick, it's so weird. Some people have no symptoms. Some people die. I don't know what to, you know what I mean? Like I got to be careful.
Yeah, man. It's weird, and I'm getting so fucking sick of these embarrassments of human beings that are like. You can say what you want, man, about the government not opening or closing in time, but when you get nurses and doctors that are blocking the traffic, say like, guys, we're literally moving the dead bodies. Can you fucking stop? Like, I don't know where you stand on the fence of that, but I really think a lot of people are fucking just morons. Like, just morons.
Yeah, no, I agree. Big gatherings. There's still people doing big gatherings and not taking it seriously. If you live in a household with multiple people, if one of you get it, the whole house is most likely going to get it.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. I honestly thought that you would make it go away if everyone just shut it down for fucking 3 weeks. If everyone just got on the same page for 3 weeks, you'd be done. You'd be done with it already.
You mean, does that include like supermarkets and shit?
Like everything. Just shut it down, guys. We're giving you a month's notice, or we're giving you 2 weeks' notice. Get your supplies in order. But for 3 weeks, you're going nowhere.
Well, actually, so they say if you have it or come in contact with somebody that has it, it's a 14-day quarantine. So yeah, to your point, if the whole country did a 14-day quarantine, or like a month quarantine where nobody can fucking move, then yeah, it gets rid. Anyone that has symptoms or has it is now healthy again. Or
yeah, it would be gone. It would be fucking gone. But just people are fucking do you mind the people like I go into a gas station for fucking fun, just cause, you know what I mean? Like I just like, my car needs gas. I just pour it into the trunk now. It's just like it's just swishing around my trunk, just to get gas. And it's like you walk in and fucking people don't give a shit, man.
Nah.
Like, dude, look at the markings on the floor. Can we not follow the arrows? Like and I've always known to be like the rule breaker and like, yeah, fuck that shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. But this one, I'm like, I'm doing it, and now I'm mad at people who are not doing it.
Oh man, imagine being the guy that has to put the markers down on a gas station floor.
Like he's dead. He's dead already.
He's fucking dead.
He was like the guy that went into Chernobyl that time. The first guy in, opened the door with the suit on.
Just melted. My supermarket has one-way aisles. One-way,
Yeah,
Nobody's following that. If I have to get a muffin on the end cap, I'm going to walk around. I do it, but this fucking fat asshole is not going to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's fucking.
Grab the fucking muffin.
It's fucking rough, man. But how are you doing? Like everything else though, with all this shit.
I guess all right. You said you think comedy would come back in the summer.
I like to think it'll come back slowly. Yeah, I do. I think it'll come back. Maybe it'll be like every other table. You know what I mean? They might take like. Do you ever go to a? I worked with John Panetta a few times, and his audiences were always obese. So they would all the clubs would be like, oh yeah. John Panetta would sell out. Like, well, you would only let 60 people in. Like, I'm not being a dick, but they would have to take tables and chairs out to let these massive scooter people in. Do you know what I mean? And like that way, like they were sitting further from each other, but they were like there's just no room for them. So I think that's what's going to happen. Like they'll just keep every other table clear, or else they'll take them out to not make it look sad.
I guess it's better than not doing comedy, but like comedy doesn't really work when it's like spread apart like that. It's like obviously contagious. Left is contagious when they're all packed in like sardines, but.
Well, I've done it, man. I've turned up to clubs, and I don't want to mention a club's name because it kind of almost makes it look like they're not doing good business. But I've turned up to a club before, and there's like 6 people in the audience.
Yeah. And
I drove down, and it's like, and the reason was 6 people, and I felt like shit. And they're like, no, we made a mistake. We fucking cancelled. It was our fundraiser to cancel or whatever. It was something like that. It wasn't like Mick Thomas. Fuck that. And he said, do you want to do the show with 6 people? Like, fuck. Yeah, I might as well. Like, what, you know what I mean? And you make it a different type of show, but you can kind of, from a performer point of view, if you're good at least, and if you're honest, you can, like, you're not going to fucking perform like you're at a sold out show at the Borgata or whatever.
No.
Right? But you can still somewhat entertain 6 people with a big gap, like with everyone sitting far away from each other. You can make somewhat of a fun, maybe not an hour and a half show, but you can get some sort of an entertainment or a fun night going. You know what I mean?
When it's a crowd like that, you feel like you kind of have to do crowd work.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen hack comics go into small crowds and just like act like they're I'm like, what are you doing? Stop.
Yeah, do your fucking cruise ship act. I'm like, it's not going to work.
You can't force that energy on people. But I was talking to a comic today, and and we're talking about certain clubs and stuff. And then we were saying, like, I think what's going to happen is that the kings are going to come from up on high, meaning the Chris Rock, the Kevin Hart, the Bill Burrs, right? Because they're not going to go to theaters anymore.
Absolutely.
They're going to go right back to the clubs. And then what's going to happen is, what if you were a club owner, would you take Bill Burr or Mick Thomas, right? Obviously you take Bill Burr, right? So now we'll be getting the scraps of the tables, like the working comics, who have no TV credits, who have not fucking TV stars yet. You're not going to get those spots anymore. So it's like, I think those guys are going to be hitting the clubs more because, number one, they want to dust the cobwebs off, right? Like you're going to dust the cobwebs off, and fucking just number two, like they're going to, and a club would be stupid not to take them.
Yeah, I am worried about that when I get back to it. Like, am I going to remember my fucking act? I have CTE. I have concussion. What is it?
I like that you couldn't even finish that sentence.
Because that's how retarded I am. CTE. You probably have it too.
I can't. I was thinking the other day, I was driving along, and I was like, wait, how does that joke go again? And I literally had to do the joke in my head, and I hit a roadblock, and I was like, oh fuck. And now I've got a bunch of it recorded, like my newest stuff, which to me, that's the most important stuff, because it's about my growth and development. But if I get asked to go back and do an hour, I'm like, fuck, I got to dig back into my bag. I got to dig into the hits again. I can't remember them.
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy. That's what I have.
What's that for?
You probably haven't you been like kicked in the head a bunch of times?
Bunch of times.
Yeah, weren't you like a pirate or something?
Yeah.
Karate pirate.
Yeah, I was a karate pirate.
I can't read. I was always bad at reading out loud. Neurodegenerative disease caused by repeated head injuries. I have that. Do you have a good memory? Like I don't remember any of my childhood. I don't remember.
I have an amazing memory for my childhood, and I have an amazing memory for things I like. Like I put on a movie, I like it twice. If I see a movie twice, I know it word for word. Like I'm fucking great at that. But if somebody's talking to me and I'm bored and they go, "Didn't you remember? I said I'll be over here." I stop listening. Like I just so I don't know if that's connected, but I have a great memory with stuff I like. But with shit that I like, if someone says you have to remember this, I'm fucked. I'm gone.
You ever meet the people that can quote movies? I can't. I've seen I've seen Goodfellas and Rocky 1,000 times, and like I'll be halfway through Rocky, I'm like, oh, what's the guy's name again? Oh, that's how I really think I have CTE, which is, I played sports since I was fucking 6 years old. That's a lot of hits to the head, but anyway.
Yeah, what sports did you play though to get that?
I played football. I'm legitimately worried about not remembering my stuff.
Yeah, man, it really is a concern of mine too. Like it is, but like I'm like fuck. The funny thing is though, like I'm getting booked already. Like I've a guy calling from Connecticut want to book me in October. I'm like, all right, but like I'm worried, like you said, like what if I forget my act? What if I forget my act?
Yeah, to do, to headline, it's like that's you need like at least a month just to get up on stage and get reps in before you're gonna headline something.
I'd say maybe 2 to 3 weeks of at least 4 nights a week on stage. At least Thursday to Sunday, maybe at least that. Yeah. I think when I come back though, man, like I think I might slow down the workload. I think I might go down to 4 nights a week, possibly 5. Just because I've been kind of enjoying the taking it easy bit. Like, I mean, this week I'm depressed as fuck. I don't know. Like, I'm really depressed this week.
Mm-hmm.
I can't watch anymore. Like, not that I watch a lot of TV, but I can't watch The Office on Netflix anymore. I'm trying to learn Spanish, but all I'm doing is watching Narcos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just yelling at the TV, and it's like, it's not good, man. Like I kind of this week, I'm like, I'd love comedy to come back. I would love it to come back.
Yeah, I mean, today was pretty good for me, and then you texted me to do the podcast, and then my depression, I fucking spiraled. No, my job is full swing, so I'm working, Monday through Friday, and then like when I come home, so you've been recording 3 a week.
Yeah,
you're purposely doing that to keep your
to
keep your creative
I'm trying
mind.
to go have a comedian on one episode. I'm trying to have somebody to help. Like I don't know if you heard the one I had the other night with Jessica on there. She was a former stripper who was abducted. I just thought like it would be interesting to get like an interesting story. I had
I have to follow this. I have to follow a stripper that was abducted.
And then another time I tried to do one by myself where I try like, all right, get that muscle going, man. Get that loose fucking muscle going. Get that just talking on the fly muscle going. And then, and I had like someone who deals with mental health, who's a trauma coach. I even had Anthony DiDomenico on talking about like, people who deal with weight loss during a time like this. And, on the other side of Anthony is like, that's a great achievement what he did,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to keep moving. But when this is over, I'm going back to 1 a week, and that's it. Like, I don't want to be like a full-time podcaster.
Whenever this ends, my left arm is going to be huge.
From wanking?
Oh, yeah.
I can't even watch porn anymore, though, man. It's just, I'm like, I'm over it. Like, I'm over it.
What do you use? Pornhub?
Pornhub, yeah. You go what you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they did premium was free for a little bit.
But even what's the difference between premium and the other one? Like, what are you going to get an extra 15 minutes in a video? Like, if you can't, like, we don't have that attention span anymore. When you put on porn, you watch it, you see 15 minutes, you go, I'm not watching for 15 minutes. You ready? But like, yeah, but it's the hottest girl on the planet there. Look what I'm not watching a naked girl for 15 minutes. That's ridiculous. What's wrong with you? Like, so why do we want fucking premium for?
All right. I wasn't trying to like get
I know you.
I wasn't like I should buy stock in it.
I know you're not customer service.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I don't know. They had it for Valentine's Day. They had that's how I spent. It's pretty sad that I'm a married guy. Fucking Valentine's Day. Fucking Pornhub Premium.
It's the weirdest shit, man. Like it's just like now you put on like porn. You're like, all right, what the fuck? Why is there a story? Like, why? I don't care that you're a stepdad. I don't care that you're like that's your stepmom or what. I don't care. I don't care about the story. The weird thing is, like, I watch these people now who upload their own channels. It's like almost like Facebook now. Pornhub is like right. And
amateur.
If I go back and look at my history, it's just porn where like the girls' heads are cut off from their nose up, like they're hiding their identity. like they won't even wear a mask, which is kind of sexy. It's just like we're just like your bad aunt. Your aunt would take a photograph at the wedding. Like when you cut off Uncle John's head, you
all blurry.
Yeah, or a thumb over it. Like that's what it is now. That's what I like now. When I watch porn, I just like just see the girl's nose down. Like I don't want to know. I can't picture her with eyes now. You tell me this girl has eyes, I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah, it's a picture. Yeah, the ant. You know what I always thought was kind of like a weird thing. So, starting out as a female porn star, like, is it kind of like comedy where it's like, I got this fucking hell gig in Connecticut.
You know, it's funny. I asked that girl Jessica like that about getting into dancing, and she said, "Yeah, it's like an open mic night. You go down, it's like amateur night." And like, do they advertise that? Like for the? He goes, "Yeah," and a lot of people come down to the amateur nights. I'm like, it's not like that in comedy.
You asked her if they advertise it for your podcast research, right?
Yeah.
It's like, do they advertise it anywhere on Long Island? I always thought about that. It's like starting out as a porn star. I think the males, you make more money in gay porn, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's. Well, I don't know if that's the same anymore. That used to be because because being gay wasn't legal. Well, I meant marriage, obviously, and it was like, now it's like it's great, right?
Way funnier.
Yeah.
Being gay was illegal.
You know what I mean? So it was like if you watched gay porn,
gay.com.
But if you watched gay porn, you could like if you looked at my phone right now and you just looked at my history, you go, Mick, why is there two guys fucking like 69 and like you'd be like, you go, it's funny, right? You'd laugh at it. But like if you like 10 years ago, if you went onto my phone and you just like saw, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, so you would have to look at that shit in private. Right? That's why you get paid a lot more money because it was more private and a lot.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, to get it, it wasn't as mainstream as regular porn.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I feel like to be a male in porn in gay porn, you're gay, right? Like,
I don't know. Are you? Like, I don't know. I saw a documentary on on HBO years ago about this married couple, and the guy was gay for pay, and the wife would be in the corner, like the scene that it was in a boxing ring, worst fight ever, and and the guy
it's a cockfight. All right, that's it. I'm done. Yeah, I understand if you ever have me on again.
Yeah, you get it. And so that was the scenario. And, you know, the fight, they would start boxing, and then all of a sudden the guy would start blowing the other guy. I don't know how he got his trunks open with his gloves on. But the wife was in the corner, not unlike a Mickey from Rocky, but she was in the corner, like kind of coaching him in between takes about like, no, you got to grab him here and do it. Like, yeah, so these guys do it for pay, like gay for pay, they say.
I want to like interview like a boom operator.
Operator?
Like on a porn set. Like just like the sound guy.
Do they have those now, or like are they all just attached to the cameras?
No, they have. There's some really high quality production value to porn. It's like any other film industry. There's like the big wigs, the big directors. There's the Steven Spielbergs of pornography. We don't have enough time to get into it, but there's legitimately, you know, the porn film industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. And there's awards and everything. Like, I mean, really, don't awards. Like, let's be honest.
Well, you ever see some of the fucking things these girls deep throat? I mean, they should get a fucking
not an award, maybe like an extra $50 in their paycheck, but like not an award. You know what I mean?
You don't think deep throating fucking cucumber is a medal worthy?
Here's the thing: if the guy ejaculates, and that's your award because you did your job right. That should be it. Like that, you got. Oh, look at that! If he didn't do that, then you'd be like, "That's not what are you talking about? That's not. No, he didn't. You didn't finish your job right. Why should you get an award for that?"
That's how they reward like test chimpanzees, right? They put like there's like a piece of candy in a box.
Oh, I thought you meant like they come on him.
Oh, that's a good documentary. That's.
Oh fuck! How's your wife doing all this shit, man?
She's working from home. She's good. We got a dog, so that's honestly perfect timing to get a dog right now.
Why?
Because I'm home and she's home 24/7, so we could train it, get it used to like a routine. Whereas if we got the dog when everything I was working, she was working, I was doing stand up, I would never fucking be home to help her at all with this dog.
Right.
And so that it's a perfect time to properly train. I can't stand when you go to somebody's house and their dog is not properly trained, doesn't know commands, doesn't know any of that shit.
Jumps all over you.
Jumps all over you, fucking.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
Yeah,
He's fine.
it's like your fucking dog has been barking since I've been here.
Oh my God! You walk in the door and it's fucking. It's like there's nothing more unwelcoming than when you go to someone's house and their dog just won't shut the fuck up barking at you.
So now we could take our time to actually train her like properly, and they sell this thing. It's called a belt. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I like the way you could insult porn stars, right? But when you insulted a dog, you had to go. I was kidding, everybody.
Oh yeah, no, I love animals way more than I love any person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, man, animals are fucking awesome. They're just top notch, man. Just like we don't deserve them, and we don't.
You know what's wild? They can't get coronavirus.
I heard cats are getting it now.
I heard a fucking tiger got it. How true is that?
Fucking people are just now they're clutching at straws. Like, dude, we're scared enough. Don't worry about it. We're scared. Don't fuck. I think maybe Petco's sales are down, and they want to put a new coronavirus-free food.
Yeah.
And you're gonna line up now and run in and get your fucking cats and dogs all shit.
Tony the tiger got coronavirus now. I don't know what.
Corona the tiger.
Did you?
He's got a mask on. What?
Is that you making that noise?
Yeah, it's good, right?
Wow. Do that again. That's not you.
It is me.
Wow. It sounds like it's coming from it sounds like a drop, like you're pressing.
No, I got you. You saw my first set of equipment.
You've gotten a lot better since I fucking did this podcast, man. Let me tell you, holy shit.
Hey, you know what I was going to do? Actually, I was going to ask you, kind of shifting gears there. That's a term. A lot of guys are. I saw you. You have a new podcast with comedian John Ziegler, and I listened to the last 2 episodes.
Okay.
You're on YouTube, right?
Yep.
The podcast's on YouTube. Why do you think the benefit of comics now putting, like, I understand the big guys, but like I know a bunch of guys now who just like they're in their house and they're podcasting on YouTube. But like, isn't it just the audio that's all important? Like, why the fuck do I need to look at you and your Batman figures behind you?
Yeah, everything's a waste of time. I agree with you 100%. But you have to be on the platform. You gotta fucking jump through all the hoops. You gotta be on all the things. And that's what's annoying about it.
Yeah, but like I'm not gonna set up a green screen in my fucking basement and a desk and lights and a drill in a fucking one of these big microphones to make it look more expensive than it is, and just go for it, and sit there and just stare into a camera.
Well, also you don't know how to do any of that.
I don't know how to do any of those things. But let's say I get you over and you do it for me. But like, what would be the point of people just looking at me?
I don't know. I mean, I eventually want to. If I have a guest on, I'd like to have. I think having guests on is good for video purposes. I don't know. You're never going to take this to video, this podcast?
I mean, I was going to. Is it hard to take this audio and just put it? Because your podcast plays, your audio plays over, just on your YouTube. Like, I have no problem doing that. Like, how do I do that? Is that something we should talk about off air?
Yeah, it's not going to be very entertaining. It's going to be like fucking talking to a preschooler.
Yeah. It's I tell you though, man. Like when I see it on there, it's like it's that. Like, and I get why you want to put yourself out there and stuff, especially for a comic. But it's better than fucking still performing in front of and in your living room.
It's better than performing in the living room.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know how. I can't do that. I can't do my act in my house. That's like I need the mic. I need the sound. I need the stage. Like it's just that's not gonna work. I'll try maybe new jokes, just riffing, shit like that.
Yeah.
But to do like material is weird to me.
Do you remember that open mic? That was probably the last gig before we shut everything down. Was that a Monday night?
Where?
Remember we did that one in the bar somewhere in Farmingdale?
Massapequa, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So there was about, how many people there? 8 people? 9 people there?
10 people at most.
Right. Wasn't that the last Monday? That was the last, I think the last show I did. Because I did one on a Sunday at CM Performing Arts Center for about 19 people. Like, it was like they sold 250 tickets. and only 19 people turned up, which was fine. But I think I did yours then the next night, and that was the last show I did. But that was in front of like 9 people looking at us. And I still had fun. Like, I just had a lot of fun. Like, so there's a way to perform, going back to what I said earlier, to a small audience, right? But, like, just to fucking do it in your living room to nobody. Like, to nobody.
It's even hard for me to come up with, like, sketch ideas because, like, I can't leave. You got to buy shit. You got to fucking go to locations. I don't know.
I think we could, though, still do them because a lot of the sketch ideas we spoke about are outside in the wilderness away from people.
Yeah.
You know, I just think, I mean, with that one sketch where I lick your eyes, I think we should leave that out.
oh, with my eyes. Oh, I thought because when you say eyes and ass, it sounds the same.
Yeah, yeah, the accent. The accent.
Oh, I don't want to do the eyes one.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, man, fuck it. Like, I'm just, this week especially, like, I'm going, like, I'm doing my stuff. I'm learning Spanish, which I'm not getting any better at. I played my first game of chess. I didn't win. But that's fine.
Against who?
Someone online, but I signed up for an app, but I got rid of it again, because you sign up, you play with some people, and the game of chess isn't like checkers, where it's not over in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So people either destroy me early, or they're like, they might start a game and then maybe their dinner arrives and they just fucking leave the game in the middle of it. So I was like, fuck this.
Can you set the level to beginner?
Yeah, I can, but I'm still like useless.
Can you set it to guys that don't get up for dinner? Like,
you can't do that.
I want to be in this one. I want to be in the guys.
Yeah. Oh, sorry guys, the fucking news came on. I gotta leave my phone. You know,
I never got in. I never understood chess. I know that there's like the pieces, right? Is that what chess is? Is pieces?
Yeah, just the pieces. Everyone's got a name on it. Like, this is Jeff, Carl, Denise. He's not the king, the pawn, the bishop, the rook, the knight. You know, all those, the horse.
What's the difference between check and checkmate?
Well, checkmate is you won.
What's check?
Check is, I can't remember. I can't remember that part, actually.
Oh, so you're terrible at this.
I told you I'm terrible. I told you. I want to play against guys who are good.
How's your Spanish?
Oh, not good. Like, I think I'm good. And I walk around, I go to the kids, buenos dias, right? And they go like, ah? And I go, I got you. Just me trying Spanish. And then like, you know what? Let me watch Narcos. I'm like, what the fuck? Slow down. There's no way that matches those words. There's no way that they match that words.
Can you name all the chess pieces in Spanish yet?
Not at all. I was gonna. Do you know what I looked up? How to say, because they opened to my podcast. So I was like, all right, lads, welcome to my podcast. And I was like, hola chicos. And that was, and that's as far as I got. I was like, I couldn't repeat what they said, like, welcome to Mia's podcast. I got but I couldn't understand the welcome, because the woman I'm learning off of, she's an app, obviously. It's not a real lady. She just, like, I can't understand her accent.
Yeah, wait, what's this woman? Go back to this for a second.
She's on an app.
She just is it like she's just like streaming for free? Like, what? How does this?
No, yeah, it's an app, and you start off at beginner level, and it's all like he, her, them, us, me, hello, goodbye, welcome, all that kind of stuff.
Is
like
it
basics.
Is it live, or is it like, did she pre-record this?
No, it's pre-recorded.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, like, you're fucking web chatting with some Spanish lady.
Yeah, no,
but
I'm not doing that. But I got a few Spanish friends that eventually I'll end up calling.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I'll end up calling them. Maybe I'll get an Uber, hopefully.
Yeah, fucking.
Buenos dias. And then he starts fucking. You know what I wondered, though? I think I said this last time, because do you watch the show Narcos?
No.
Oh, Mike.
I was gonna lie to you just now, but then I realized I'm on a podcast, and I could get called out.
Yeah, you're on record.
Damn, I was gonna lie, but yeah, I know I didn't.
But you should, right? Because and here's what I wondered, right? Because it's the first 2 seasons are about Pablo Escobar, right? And so it's all set in Colombia, and then the next one is set. The next one is set after Pablo Escobar is dead. The next 2 seasons are, and then 5 and 6 are set in Mexico. So, but I always wonder when I watched the first 2 seasons, like Colombia, right? Let's say all the actors are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Then I wonder, like, if you're from Colombia and you're watching it, and it's an actor who's not really from Colombia, and his accent is terrible. And because like whenever I watch Gangs in New York with DiCaprio or into the fucking what was that horrible Tom Cruise movie where he played an Irish guy? Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
But like
I don't know.
When I watch these shows, I go, oh, his fucking Irish accent is just terrible.
Well, that's what's his name? That's the fucking Scarface. That movie sucks.
Oh, it does. It's a very overrated fucking movie. I think I hate it because it has Angel Salazar in it, and I fucking when I work with him, I lose my fucking mind.
But what Pacino's not? That's like it's not good.
No, he's not good at all. It's over the top, like terrible acting. I just feel people with low intelligence love that movie. Watch all the fucking emails I'm gonna get now. Watch. Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah.
People have Scarface tattoos. That their whole house looks like Scarface's house. I'm like, relax. It's a fucking movie, and it's a shitty movie.
Or the leather jackets. You ever seen that one? The Scarface leather jacket. You usually see him at the mall, just walking around the mall.
So many fucking better movies than Scarface that you could.
Jesus Christ.
Praise.
But I wonder, do these guys sit there and go, like in Colombia, that's a fucking terrible Colombian accent. But I don't know any different, right? I'm just watching, going, yeah, that's about right. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Did you never learn a language before? No.
I barely know English. You know, I always found it weird that as a baby, you will learn English by just hearing it and listening to it.
Right.
I took fucking 6 years of Spanish as a young adult, and I don't remember any of it.
You didn't want to, though. You didn't want to learn it, right? You were just told to go there.
But, I mean, you would think that my brain as a 1-year-old and then my brain from 13 to I graduated high school when I was 21, that's fucking...
Yeah, but I think there's something about not wanting to learn.
That joke bombed.
Oh, was it a joke? I'm sorry.
I was in high school from 13 to 21.
Yeah, shit. Because you know what in my head I was thinking about? I was like, because I've been watching Spanish TV now to try learn, and then I was thinking, have you ever seen that she's the hottest weather girl on the planet?
Yeah.
From Mexico.
Yeah, I think I've seen her maybe once or twice.
Yeah, I think I follow her on Instagram, but like I'll watch her, and I'm not learning anything. I don't like this is too distracting.
Yeah, there has to be someone else has to do that job.
Yeah, your grandmother has to get up there or something.
She's probably hot too. But isn't that weird? How come I took I think it took 5 years, 8th through 12th, 5 years. And me llamo es Miguel. That's it.
That's it?
That's all I know.
Imagine you get kidnapped fucking down in Mexico. They put a fucking black hood over you and they drag two of us off somewhere. And then they just rip the hoods off. We're in the middle of this like desert area. And you just say that.
Me llamo es Miguel.
And they go, okay.
They still practice social distancing now.
let him go. I think that would be a fucking great sketch.
I'd love to fight. Yeah,
the guy who goes like to Mexico and he just like because I remember when I worked for Bank of America, and this is fucking the God's honest truth, right? And I hated my life, right? So I would always just use whatever moment I could to just crack this weirdly like jokes. Like, do you ever watch a sitcom and just laugh at the situation because you go like, that would never happen in real life? Like, right. I would put myself in those situations where like, people are like, are you fucking serious? So this woman came in. I used to work at Bank of America in Farmingdale. Farmingdale is a very, very, it's a big Hispanic community. And this woman came in, and we used to have one guy who worked there. He was a good friend of mine. We used to go to all the fights together in Atlantic City, all the boxing fights. His name was Francisco. I don't want to say his last name, but he was the only guy who spoke Spanish. He was Puerto Rican, grew up. His parents were off the boat Puerto Rican, so he grew up, around. He's fluent. So this one woman came in one day, and she was like, Francisco? And they're like, no, he's not here today, because that's what you do.
Yes,
you yell at them.
you speak broken English back to them. Francisco, no here.
He's not here today.
Yeah.
Come back to. I'm doing hand gestures, and people are like, come back tomorrow. And she's smiling and nodding. And then the girl goes, does anyone else speak Spanish? I go, I do. And my daughter was tiny at the time, so we were watching Dora. So the woman sat down in front of me, and off she went, whatever was wrong with her. Just like, that's not a Spanish word. That's just like, all these words came flying out. And I just went, roar, which is... And she's like, people are like, what? Bibliotech? I was like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm the map. I'm the map.
I was basically going over everything I learned on Dora the night before, watching with my daughter.
Is that show still on?
Dora? No, I think she grew up and they made her all hoary now.
Dora's a whore?
Yeah, man. They shortened her
I kind of saw that coming.
They shortened her hair, I think, and they gave her a little skirt instead of shorts.
Anytime you have a child celebrity like that,
they always go off the rails.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like scarring them. You know, they don't, like, she didn't really have a real childhood.
She didn't have a childhood, and then all of a sudden now she turns into a whore.
Now she's fucking banging monkeys. The actual monkey on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
I get it.
Well, there's a monkey on the show, right?
Yeah, Boots.
Yeah, okay.
Is that terrible that the poor guy got defined by what he was wearing?
I should have said Boots. Fuck.
He was defined. He got called Boots. That was it. What's your name? Look. All right, Boots. Good job.
Well, one of my favorite names. I said Goodfellas before. That's one of my favorite movies ever. One of my favorite movie character names in Goodfellas is the guy's name is Pete the Killer. Like, could you be
any more on the nose?
Yeah, it's like, hey, yeah, this is my husband, Pete the Killer. Like, what? Pete the accountant? I don't know.
I remember when I was younger, like, and when rap came out, like when I started listening to rap as a young kid, and like some guy's name would be like, let's just say Ice-T. That's probably the oldest rapper I know. And I'm like, well, yeah, you call a guy Ice-T. Of course he's going to be a rapper. Like, it's like I used to only think, like, I never understood stage names. Like, I never understood that. Like, I was like, wait, why? Yeah, I mean, he's lucky he got called Ice-T, right?
Yeah.
It'd be weird if he was a mailman.
I get it with my mailman's name is Ice-T. That's funny. I don't, rap and hip hop is fine and all that stuff, but when comics have weird, quirky stage names, that's when I'm like, there's something. This don't.
Yeah, and they make you call him that, and it's like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I remember when I was like, we used to MC, and this comic would come up with a list. I remember one guy came up to me. I swear to God, man, I was at the brokerage. I just got bumped up to feature. So it's what? Jesus Christ, I'm doing. Let's say it was 7 years ago, let's say. I'm probably making that number up, right? So 7 years ago, right? What was that 2013? Right?
Yeah, when I graduated high school, yeah.
Okay, so I remember this one guy came in, and his credit was he was in the movie Titanic.
No, he wasn't.
I'm not. I mean, you probably were, but like I remember I dated a girl who made me go see that went to see it 11 times. I went to see it in the theaters 11 times.
Who did? Like, you did?
Yeah, my girlfriend made me go at the time. And I was like, I'm not. I know every person in that.
It's gonna sink every time you go.
Yeah. She's fucking weirdo. But I was like, I knew every person in that movie. I've seen it. Like, and you weren't in it. And if you were in it, you're an extra. And if you were an extra, it's not good enough for credit. And
nobody cares.
That movie's in 1994, mate. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah. I also like that the fact that you saw it 11 times, like, as if like the fourth time, like maybe it's not gonna sink.
Yeah, you kind of hope. Maybe. Maybe they learned.
I had a guy I was hosting, and he gave me a 8x11 printer paper.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Laminated.
Oh, so he wanted it back?
Laminated with his credits on it, and marinara sauce stained on the.
You see, even though I hate it, like, I would understand if the credits led into a joke,
or were like legit.
Not even then. That's not because it. Here's my thing about credits. Like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It matters to the club, right? Because they put it on a poster, right? You might have seen this guy or heard this guy in the Cheaper Than Therapy podcast, or you might have seen this guy in this movie, or you've seen him in that TV show, right? It matters to the club to put someone on their stage that has some credibility in show business. But to the audience, when you get on, it doesn't matter.
They don't care. You could be this guy. You've seen him on X, Y, and Z. They don't give a fuck. Yeah,
man. Because the credits get you to the microphone. That is fucking it. Because if you're not funny, they go like, all right, now what? Like, Nobody's going to go, yeah, but he was on MASH. Is that a show?
Right. Yeah, that's MASH. MASH had one of the it was voted like one of the best endings of all time to a series.
Oh, they all came home? Spoiler alert.
Yeah, they all died of malaria.
That's one show I used to watch pieces of, but I couldn't tell you one character, one episode. But I remember watching it with my dad years and years ago, like reruns, as a lad on a Saturday. Saturday was for TV watching if it was raining, which was every Saturday.
In Ireland, yeah.
Yeah, you had the Hulk, the A-Team, Knight Rider, MASH would come on, Wonder Woman.
The
news.
I never watched a minute of MASH. What the fuck was it even about?
Vietnam. American troops in the Vietnam War.
And it was funny?
It was supposed to be funny. I don't know, man. I'm not going to sit and pretend like I do. You know what show? Do you know what show I watch with my son every night? Oh, my God. It's an old show from the early 90s back in Ireland. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on.
Oh, God.
Everyone listening got corona.
Yeah.
It's called...
Just got a fever.
It's called Father Ted. And basically what it's about 3 priests who live in a parochial house on the middle of this island off the coast of Ireland. Holy fucking shit. I just forgot. Like, my son who just turned 10 is laughing his ass off at it. And then I'm realizing, yeah, this is who the show is for. And I remember like everyone in Ireland loved it. It was the fucking biggest sitcom to ever come out of Ireland. Father Ted.
I looked up. Wait, what's the name of the show? Father Ted?
Father Ted.
I looked up 3 priests instead out of curiosity. And it is, if you're listening, don't fucking look up 3 priests. That's what. Oh, now we're going down that rabbit hole. That was the last podcast I did. We talked about like all those like horrifying videos and shit like that.
Yeah. The 3 boys and a hammer or something.
3 guys, 1 hammer.
Doesn't matter.
Don't fucking do it.
My brother sends me that sick shit, man. We've been sending stuff like I send you some of the videos.
Yeah,
that my brother sends.
The fucking guys with the funeral dancing with the casket.
Yeah.
The one that's like cartoon video game.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
That's one of the funny. That's one of the hardest I've ever laughed. That's fucking brilliant. Whoever came up with that is so, and not many people are gonna get that.
No.
Which even makes it better.
I thought it would do its rounds just like the big guy with the big black guy with the big dick.
Oh, so funny.
He's dead, you know that.
Oh shit, is he?
Yeah, he died a year ago, and he did. And his fiance only. I heard this on a podcast. I could have been Joe Rogan's, and they were talking about him. He died over a year ago, and he did porn. He did gay porn to pay for his mother's house.
Oof.
And then his fiance didn't even know about it until like only a few months ago. Someone sent her this thing. She goes, "Hey, this is Charles, right? Or whatever his name is." And she's like, "What?" And she goes, "Please, guys, stop putting this up. They can stop using it." So that big guy, like, yeah, he died last year. And she said,
man, that makes it way sadder.
It does. And she said that's not his real penis. His penis is not really that big. They photoshopped that.
Oh, you're ruining everything.
I know, man. The fact that he's dead is not bad enough, but the fact that he's not his real dick, you're like, oh, that's terrible.
That's like Santa. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, man. So he was gay for pay too.
Wait, you know what's hilarious about that? So he did gay porn to pay for his mom's house, you said?
Right.
Could you imagine like them just like house hunting? And like, man, maybe we could just get like a 1 bedroom. You want the one with the pool? Nah, we don't need the one with the pool. Gotta just do more gay porn.
Or he just walks around and she goes, "I like this one, son. This is the one for me." And he goes, "How much is it?" "Oh, it's an extra 50,000.
Yeah. How do you?
All right.
Just cut to. How do you? I'm trying to like. How do you search that guy? I want to like. How do you look it up?
I just want to know if you can explain to your wife how you've just searched up big black guy. Just right. First of all, I would type in big black guy meme real name. Something like that. Yeah. If you type in big black guy hanging off the side of the bed with his dick touching the floor, Google's like, "We got you, Mike." Your Google will go, welcome back, Mike.
I'm gonna have to put this laptop into a fucking wood chipper after this.
Yeah, and then drop the chipper in the river.
That's not his real penis. Oh, I'm so upset, dude.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people are not too. I think we've ruined a lot of stuff for a lot of people tonight.
That's the worst news I've heard since coronavirus happened.
Yeah, he's dead, and it's not his real dick.
It's not his real dick.
Are you Googling it to find out if I'm lying?
I don't know how to Google it.
I just told you.
If you put big black guy meme real guy 1,000.
You got black dicks all over your screen right now?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was a porn star. He went by the name of Wood.
Not really creative.
This guy was like the first meme.
Was he really?
And then he resurfaced.
Really?
I remember getting pictures of this guy like when I fucking first got a cell phone. So you got to think about that. I got my first phone. I had a flip phone when I was 16. So you got to think this is like one of the like original. This is like the Simpsons of.
That's what he is. He's the original meme guy.
Pretty much, like he was the first prank thing. Like click this link to go to so and so. Like this.
And his dick came up.
And he had the huge dick. But and then this like it came back like a year ago. I was like, holy shit, it's back.
Yeah, he's not alive anymore, and that's not his real knob.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not his real knob anymore.
Oh, there's one person, person of the year, and it's him.
He should get it. He should get it.
I gotta be honest. There are some like really good memes where the joke is technically like perfect.
Yeah, there is. But then
I'll give them credit. There's fucking funny memes out there, man.
Yeah, but then there's people that are just fucking like. I don't know who he's talking to, but there's a guy out there, and I'm going to do air quotes comedian because he got on stage 5 times, and he's like got 3 million followers, and all he's doing is retweeting other people's memes. He's not even camouflaging them. He's not even hiding it anymore. He's like, all right, let me just cut this part out where like it's got Mike Calcagno's name on it, and I'll just. It's just like he's just going, there you go. That's that, and people are like, and he gets 90,000 likes on it. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
That is a way to trick the algorithm. If you just keep reposting popular, famous clips and stuff like that, like that's a way you could trick, people to your channel or page or whatever. It's like you post a clip of The Sopranos, but it's through your page, and they see, fucking Mick Thomas comedy, and it's like a whole thing. I don't know. I can't explain it. But.
Yeah, I just do that now. I just fucking just go, yeah, I'll cut and send that. And that's it.
Yeah.
I'll cut and paste that. So tell me about your podcast you do with John Ziegler. What's the premise? Or is there a premise or you just shoot the shit?
No, we did 3 episodes, and it's called Dying is Easy.
Okay, I saw the link and everything.
That's what's his name's last words? I can't think of his name. Edmund. The last thing he said was "Dying is easy, comedy is hard." So that's what we need. We talk about stand up.
Yeah.
We each do a new bit at the end of the show.
That's a good idea because I heard you talking the other day. Actually, the one I listened to the other day, and you were talking about your new house, about not talking to your neighbors.
Yes,
and I was like, you know what? That got my head going. I was like, fuck. His creative juices are going, and that's why I tried to do one podcast a week just by myself, just to get it going. So you got me going again. Like I like that, man. That's why you need to tune in with people to get inspired again.
Well, we did that purposely. We want to open the show with something like kind of quirky, just to get, like you said, the juices flowing, and then we talk about one episode we talked about like bad road gigs, horror stories, stuff like that. Dude, we have so many fucking funny truths stories. We're gonna have them on. We can't wait.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
But I like doing the podcast. It's good to talk, and it's something to get better at. Which that's all I care about is just getting better at things now. Just growing on fucking shit. Whatever project I'm working on, whether it's fixing building a deck in the backyard or fucking work. I just want to get better at shit. That's all.
Do you know what I might do this weekend? I'm legit. I'm not kidding. Nobody knows about it yet. I'm going to drive to either Jersey or upstate New York by myself. And the reason why I'm picking those places is because they have tiny homes for sale. And I want to buy a tiny home.
Yeah.
Or else I want to convert a van into a little, like buy a shitty van and convert it, put wood panel in it. I want to build my own little house and go live in it.
Even if you go 6 times a year. That's worth it. Just like a little bungalow,
No, I can take this with me, but like, I want them to deliver it, and I'll put it somewhere. Like I want to live in it, like legit by myself, away from the human people, because like that's what I. But I'm gonna go look. I'm just gonna go up to fantasize. Really, it's like me going to a strip club now. I guess at this stage, I'm gonna go to a tiny house and just fantasize. Like, this would be fine. Put my guitar over there and my shoes there. I'd be fine. That's all I need.
I went to. I've only been to one strip club my entire life in Atlantic City. And it was in like the outskirts of Atlantic City, which is a fucking shithole.
Sure.
You've been to the outskirts. It's almost as bad as like when you go to Mexico and they're like, don't leave the resort.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Atlantic City.
Oh, Atlantic City's a fucking dump.
Even Atlantic City is like kind of shitty, but the outskirts are even worse. So we go to the strip club, and first thing is the girl shooting ping pongs out of her,
That's the woman who welcomes you at the door. Hello.
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw. I was like, oh, this is fucking. Yeah, this girl's, one tit is gigantic, and like it was just.
One tit is gigantic.
You ever been to a strip club?
Yeah, I've been to a few. Well, no. Yeah, I guess I have. Yeah. I
can't get over the fact I look at the other people there more than I do the women.
The most I've been to a strip club consecutively was on Long Island, and I would drive home, and I'm not going to mention the comic's name, him, and he would always want to stop off at a strip club and go in and get his back scratched. And I would sit there while he pays one of these girls to just stand behind him, scratching his back for $20 for like 15 minutes. Scratching his back. Exactly what it sounds like. Just like, if you know when you have an itch and you can't reach it, and you go, hey, can you scratch that? Just get that for me.
Yeah, I know it's scratching, but it's not like a
over his shirt, not under. And we would sit there and we would talk about our set. You know, that joke you did was really funny, but if you do it this way, and I'm like, and there's two girls, probably one girl, maybe sometimes two, just scratching his back like he's a fucking bear.
Huh?
And I never liked the idea of paying people to be interested in me. I just didn't like that. I don't. It's not. Doesn't settle well with me.
It's gross. But I can't. Like, I'm looking at the creepy guy more than I am the hot chick. But because I'm like, this guy is a fucking animal. You know what I mean? But I'm also there too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of the weird. Like, and the reason why it don't faze me too is because, like, in Europe, all the beaches are topless. Right. So you go to the beach, but the women are ugly. And then you come to America, and where the women are more attractive, but they have to leave their tops on. You know what I mean? So like, you see these people like on the beach. You're like, in Europe they in Europe they take their tops off. Like, really? And you got to Europe, these fucking ugly women walk by, and the guy goes, in America they make them put them on. Oh, really? That's fucking great. So I've seen just the strip clubs don't do anything for me. They absolutely do nothing for me.
No, I'm never. I went once. That's it. It's not even like a bucket list thing. I went once, and I'll never go again, and I'm okay with that. What are you cooking? What is that?
Sorry. It's my water bottle.
You're playing fucking Clash of Clans right now?
No. That's my water bottle. I told this story to the Jessica on the last one, the dancer. That I went. My brother came because in Ireland there's no strip clubs, right? Because what happens is when the euro left, the euro came in. The smallest note is a 5, and people aren't throwing 5s at girls, right? So after that, you have €2 coin and a €1 coin. So you're not going to start throwing coins at girls, right? And then how are they supposed to scoop all that up in their little fucking, you know what I mean? They look like a baby who just shit their diaper, right? So strip clubs basically closed down. And so my brother hadn't been to one in years and years and years. So he came over here and I go, all right, I'll take it. So me, him, and my friend went to, where is it on? The Scene on Long Island?
I don't know.
Whatever it is, like exit 50 something, 53, I think it is, off the LIE there. And we went in, and my brother went in the back, and he came back 10 minutes later, and he was like, "Is he ready to go?" I was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I spent my money." I said, "What do you mean you spent your money? You just went down." He was like, "You know what?" Because I remember he came over, it was like early December, and he goes, "You know what? That girl didn't have enough money to get back home to see her family, so I gave her $80. And I go, "You fucking idiot."
I know. Is there more to the story? I know exactly what happened.
No, that's it. He got fucking hustled.
No, I know exactly. Or he fucking blew his load in his pants 4 minutes in. And was like, yeah, she has family issues. I figured I'd give her $80 to help her out.
It could have been that. How did you mention it?
Yeah, meanwhile, he's got a fucking stain on his pants.
It's fucking hysterical.
That's what happened.
That's what he did?
He didn't want to own up.
Oh, you fucking idiot. It's fucking funny what he did, man. Anyway, I guess we'll wrap it up there, Mike, if that's all right with you, buddy.
This was fun. This was good.
Yeah, as always, man. I might have you on a bit more. It's just it's better to have somebody else do the lifting.
Jeez.
So do you want to promote anything there before we let you go?
Follow me on Instagram at Mike_Cags. Same thing for Twitter. Go to Mike Calcagno Comedy on YouTube and Facebook. Check out. I got a bunch of videos up there.
Mike, the next time you're on here, I'm just going to read out your tweets to people. I said I was going to do that last time, and we never did.
Oh, wait. Can I just do one before I leave? Hold on.
Yeah, go on.
All right. This is, and then this is. Let's see. I'm on my.
Right. I'm already waiting for this to be so bad. It's great.
All right. This was posted April 21st.
All right. Very recent.
Oh, wait. Give me a second. Oh, no. This is a better one. Man, comma. Can't believe. Man, comma. Can't believe 14 days ago was already 2 weeks ago.
I don't know how your tweets are not just legendary for being so bad. Like they're almost like they're bad on purpose.
So bad.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm the hack comic that's really bad at comedy. Yeah. Like your tweets speak nothing for your stand-up. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. I'm going to do that next time. I swear to God I am. All right, Mike. I appreciate coming on, man. Thanks so much. I'll have you on again real soon. I really appreciate it. And maybe I'll come over to you and Ziggler's one. You never know.
You can call in.
Yeah, you let me know when you're doing it. I'd love to be on.
Yeah, thank you.
I know I just invited myself.
No, we want to have comics on. It's comedy show, so we're gonna have comics on.
Yeah, man. Let me know. I call in anytime.
All right,
mate. Listen, thanks everybody for listening. If you have any comments, concerns, emails, questions, send them to my Instagram, Mick Thomas Comedy. I hope you all stay safe and take care of yourselves and wash yourselves, you dirty fuckers. Take care. Good luck to you now. Good luck. Bye bye.